Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog, and we're watching right now the news right now, and as you see, we're seeing a lot of protesters of the Black Lives Matter. They're arrived at the courthouse. This is this is outrageous for them. We're about to get ready here to the verdict. Get ready, everyone. Oh God, this is crazy for people. They're gonna get angry if Chauvin is not going to be guilty. The jury must pick the right decision because Black Lives Matter. They're now chanting "No justice, no peace." Oh my God! Look at that! And chanting his name, George Floyd. And Delta Wright.
As we've been talking about, there are three charges: second-degree manslaughter, third-degree murder, second-degree unintentional murder. Do you get a sense from activists from the crowds what they would consider?
That's his mugshot.
Win, but that's all that comes to mind at this particular moment. Or how the family views it.
And they're doing like this because Black Lives Matter.
You see people holding their fists in the air again. This is a scene we've seen play out over and over again.
There's also white people joining the Black Lives Matter. How much they love blacks. And I do have a black friend. Well, actually, 3 black friends.
All right, Kate, we'll get those communications issues worked out with you. Thank you. I want to go to Kristen Welker right now at the White House. The White House has made some planning for reaction.
President Joe Biden just said that before he met Floyd's family.
What can you tell us from there?
Well, Lester, let me set the scene for you at the White House right now. President Biden was about to start talking about his American jobs plan when it was announced that there is, in fact, a verdict. So those remarks have now been delayed as the president and this administration monitors these developments as one.
We don't want to happen just like what happened in 1991 and now 2012, the trial of Ronnie King and Trayvon Martin.
Have been preparing for him to make some type of statement, remarks, reaction once there is a verdict. But earlier today, during an event, he was speaking and was asked about the trial, and he said that he prays that the jury reaches the right verdict.
We still got 25 minutes before the verdict comes.
Amount of scrutiny. We asked the press secretary about it repeatedly. Was it appropriate for President Biden to weigh in on the verdict in that way before, in fact, the jury had come out and spoken? She denied that he was trying to put his finger on the scale. Instead, she noted that he had spoken to the family of George Floyd, that this was clearly an emotional time for them, for the rest of the country, and he was clearly echoing that. Now, taking a step back, Lester, we know that the administration has been in close contact with state and local officials. They are urging the public to remain calm once there is a verdict, that if there are protests, for them to be peaceful protests, and of course, that echoes what we are hearing from the family as well. We'll be watching closely to see what President Biden has to say when and if, in fact, he does speak publicly after there is a verdict. We know that the issue of criminal justice, of racial equality, has
That's my dad, President Biden.
quite extensively, and right now, the
I love you, Dad.
from a legislative perspective, has been pushing for Congress to move forward with a bill titled the George Floyd bill, which would make it easier to prosecute police misconduct. So that is the scene here behind the scenes within the Biden administration as they watch and wait for a verdict. Lester?
Kristen, thank you. We are past 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, within the window now when we would expect to hear from the jury their verdict in the case of.
And we don't want to see the courthouse to be burned down as well.
Verdict. Let me bring in Eugene Robinson. He's a Washington Post columnist and NBC News political analyst. Eugene, always good to see you. This is a moment of deep breath for everyone. We're all emotionally tied to this story because we were witnesses to it, to the extent that we saw that videotape of George Floyd dying under the knee of a police officer. As we await this verdict on 3 charges, what, in your view, should we be keeping in mind? What's our deep breath? What should it look like right now? Well,
Shaman is at the court right now. Let's see it happen in court TV. Oh, okay. Okay, see right now, we're inside the courtroom. We're getting ready to the verdict. Now let's get back to watch NBC. And sorry, I just pressed the wrong button. That was Telemundo.
For 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Could it have been one of my sons who found himself in that?
There's protesters over there
And so,
right now at the courthouse.
it's not just that it has taken on an outsized importance, it really does symbolize so much.
And white lives don't matter.
This country's 400-year struggle with race.
Because white is violence.
Frankly, refusal to sort of acknowledge and grapple with the concept and reality of systemic racism, especially in policing. And so so many of these incidents and so many of these deaths, and frankly, we've seen so many verdicts go in favor of police officers who were acquitted. And there was a sense in this case, because it was 9 minutes and 29 seconds, and because the video went around the world, there was a sense that this is where we have to draw a line, that this has to be seen as unacceptable by everyone, regardless of race, whoever you are. You have to see this as having been unacceptable. So now the question is that the way the jury saw it? And will the jury, in essence, ratify what many of us...
I hope they're all armed, bringing
or will they,
liquor like liquor from the barbecue so they can set cars on fire.
to African Americans and to us.
Look at that.
personally,
Oh my God.
How we are seen in this country and how we are treated and how we are regarded. George Floyd was not treated like a citizen by Derek Chauvin. It wasn't treated like a member of the public that Derek Chauvin was sworn to protect. I think we can all agree on that. Yet that's what we're supposed to be, and that's what we have a right to be. And so, just an awful lot seems to hang on what these poor 12 people decide. My sympathies are with the jury because this has got to be difficult for them.
George Floyd.
And it's certainly
George Floyd.
the rest of us on tenterhooks just waiting to hear what they decide.
Yeah, they are sequestered, but they are certainly citizens of this country and this world, and certainly have to have some inkling, if not a lot of inkling, about the climate in this country. Eugene Robinson, thank you. Let me go back to NBC's Gabe Gutierrez. I understand our audio connection is back, and so Gabe, let me ask you about what will happen in the courtroom. The verdict will be read. What would you expect to see next?
Meanwhile, my fellow Americans.
Well, after, it's such a highly anticipated moment. The jury will be brought into the courtroom. The verdict will be read. They'll go through the 3 charges, as you've been discussing: second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. And the verdict will be read for each of those charges.
Let's see what happens in Fox News. Let me pause this.
Some people say that they will only be satisfied.
Yeah, it is.
Guilty verdicts on the 3.
And here's how it times.
But some say they're willing to compromise, and 2 out of 3 ain't bad, to coin a term.
We're nearly there, everyone.
Shortage of passion here. So much has been involved in this case. So much impact to this town, and then so much gasoline has been thrown on the fire. And you talk about this case, you have some people who want to talk about the Dante Wright case, because it's all kind of blended together with this idea that there's this callous indifference toward black lives at the hands of the police. And that's what we see out here, such a tremendous amount of passion, and also gasoline thrown on the fire in terms of the political leaders who came out here, and you heard the judge say that he was a little upset that the legislative branch was crossing over into the judicial branch and making their comments.
So the verdict will be on until 5 p.m. everyone. So go ahead and subscribe my channel and drop a like and comment below. See you later everyone.